guys, welcome back to more Moonborn, and we're going to do episode 4. Says Mia must regain her freedom. She will not only have to defeat her enemies, but also overcome herself. Interesting. Okay. Super nervous because I had to redo this the first time. I did this quite a bit. It's just one of those fight sessions. Okay. Run away. Mia came to her senses with a bag over her head. She was being taken somewhere, that's all she understood, before a hard blow knocked her out. Now she awoke in a dirty, dark room. Damn it. I got chains on her and everything. There was no bag over her head, but her hands were shackled. Where am I? A rusty chain stretched towards a thick pipe, preventing her from reaching the window. It's quiet. I wonder for how long. Her purse and phone were missing. This time, no one is coming to my rescue. She felt cold and empty inside. Her emotions faded. Only the voice of reason was left. I must get out somehow. I don't know about the chain, but the pipes look pretty rusty, so I did this last time. I think it's a pretty good bet. The girl took a more comfortable grip on the chain and pulled on it. The chain squeaked against the pipe. Come on. She was not strong enough. It's useless. Mia lost track of time. Judging by her inner clock, it was morning. How can I take this off? How do they do it in movies? I'll try to pick the lock on the chain, but I don't know how. Or should I dislocate my fingers and force my hand out? My wounds heal quickly, I think, but it'll be very painful. A shadow flashed outside and she heard someone's footsteps. The girl realized she was in the basement and the window was at ground level. I hope they aren't coming for me. Anyhow, I have to do something. Search for a master key, break your fingers. Dude, I don't want to break my fingers. Oh. I'm gonna look around again. Mia carefully examined the floor. Dust, concrete debris, old rags. There has to be something here. I'll sift through every piece of garbage with my hands if I have to. Reaching for another rag and throwing it aside, the girl spotted a bent nail. It was a few inches beyond her reach. Damn it. Turning around, she retrieved the nail with her foot. Got it. Mia had no idea how to pick locks, but there was no time to ponder over it. The girl's eyes flicked between the door and the window while trying to pick the lock. So far, so good. The lock did not yield. She concentrated. Slowly turned the nail a millimeter at a time. She bobbed it up and down. This lock is old. It's had a jammed door. Crunch. Something broke inside the lock. Anything but this. Mia pulled the shank, and it slid free. With a muffled clatter, the chain fell to the floor. It worked! I need to know where I am. Outside, it looked like the yard of an abandoned factory. Rusty mechanisms from weird machines, pieces of broken bricks, and concrete were lying everywhere. Grass and weeds had taken hold. Calling for help is definitely useless. No one but the kidnappers will hear me. I can't get out. The window is too small. And also, it looks like it has that, like, what do you call it, wiring over it? Mia steadily approached the door. She couldn't hear anything from the other side. There's no keyhole. Is it bolted from outside? What's next? Sooner or later, someone will come here. I'm unarmed. The chain is short and fixed to the pipe. I'll have to handle it like this. When the door opens, I must attack first. Stand in front of the door, climb up the pipes above the door, or stand against the wall behind the door. I'm gonna try behind the door. I don't remember. Mia hid behind the door and waited. After a while, the door opened with a short clang. The girl immediately recognized the one who entered. Oh, goodness. While the vampire was staring at the chain lying on the floor, Mia attacked. Jumping from behind, she knocked down her enemy. Don't let him scream, someone might hear. She needed to act quickly. Suppress his will. The girl leaned over, turning the vampire's face towards her and staring into his eyes. Be quiet. Quiet, don't move. Stay still. Her enemy seemed to fall asleep, relaxing and closing his eyes. The girl listened. It's quiet for now, but he'll come to his senses any minute now. Mia hadn't thought through her next step. Now she wasn't sure she should leave the vampire alive. He could call for help. Kill, disable without killing, or interrogate. Like maybe I should just off him? I don't know. Let's interrogate for now. Mia waited for the vampire to wake up. She pressed him to the floor, holding his mouth, screaming, "You're dead. Now blink if you understand." He blinked and the girl removed her hand, letting him speak. "Who are you? What do you want from me?" "I served Thomas. You saw him." So I'm guessing that's that angry one. Not the tall vampire, but that one we always see all the time. I think that's his name. Let me get a picture of this guy. The bearded one. You followed me from the Benny Bark concert, right? No. He was already ordered to take you. By who? I don't know. You're lying. I swear. Mia turned towards the door and listened. Tell me about this Thomas. He's working for someone. For a vampire? Yes, he wouldn't work for people. Continue. We're just helping him. How many of you are there? I'm alone. I don't believe you. The vampire tried to scream. Help! Covering his mouth again, she subdued his will. Quiet. It could be bad if we leave him behind us. He could come back and get involved while we're trying to fight the others. But maybe disable. Could we maybe tie him up? He's a vampire. I'm gonna disable. I don't want to kill him. Mia checked the shaved vampire's pockets and found the key. She opened the lock that fastened the chain to the pipe. I thought I broke the lock. And dragged the vampire to the window. The sun is shining right here. I'd like to see you get out before it's dark. Oh, yeah. The enemy moved. Bind the vampire. Stand up. The girl pulled the vampire up. She wrapped the chain around his neck and fastened it to the window's bars. The final touch. She scooped up trash from the floor and stuffed her enemy's mouth. Ugh. What? I didn't catch that? Chew first, then speak. Talking with your mouth full is bad manners. The girl pulled on the chain. It was secure. Without turning her back, Mia left and closed the door behind her, just in case she even bolted it. Good. How many of them are still left? 3 kidnapped me. Soon she saw another door. The girl pulled the metal handle. Oof. The creak of rusty hinges rolled down the corridor. If anyone else is here, they definitely heard that. There was a rustle. Mia pressed against the wall, hiding in the shadows. Did you get stuck there? Hey, do you hear me? Let me get a picture of this guy too. He looks ridiculous. The vampire approached calmly, clearly not expecting an attack. He was the one who kicked me back in the dorms. The girl stepped forward without hiding. You? The vampire jumped her. I always must have sped up. Okay. Let's try to focus. He was very fast, but Mia looked into his eyes. Slow him down or cloud his eyes. Slow him down or cloud his eyes. Shoot. They still have really good hearing, right? I'm gonna try to slow him down. Stop. Her enemy staggered, but immediately came out of a stupor. She felt his fear. She could read his movements in his eyes, but still did not have time to react. Shit. A sharp blow knocked the girl against the wall. Do you like it when I hurt you? The vampire is no longer under the influence of hypnosis. Go to hell. Okay, what's he gonna do? He jumped at her, grabbing Mia by the throat. Strong fingers strangled her, but now she was staring directly into his eyes. The vampire's will faded away, the light in his eyes dimmed. Opening his fingers, he awkwardly staggered back. There could be no better moment for a counterattack. What do I do? Hit from the left side, hit him straight in the face. Hit from the right side, kick him in the stomach? The girl couldn't knock down a sturdy door with that kind of kick. Bending double, her enemy flew back into the wall. Mia felt her control over the vampire's will almost slip. He moved to the side, averting his eyes. He moved to the side? Hit him from uppercut. Oh no. Her enemy dodged and the girl's fist punched past his shoulder. Suddenly Mia was struck to the floor by a powerful blow to her cheekbone. Take that, tramp. The vampire kicked her, then hit her in the head. To unfortunate consequences. Oh no. She fainted. Oh no. Okay. Yeah. Messed up. I think kicking him in the stomach was okay. But let's try... I don't know. He moved to the side. Should I hit him from the side? I don't think I should try to hit him in the face. Okay, I'm gonna kick him in the stomach. He moved to the side, averting her eyes. Hit him from the right. The punch sent her enemy crashing to the floor. Take that and that. Okay, I think I got it. Mia delivered a few more blows. The vampire groaned, unable to move. Okay. Oh, I didn't know which side. Oh man. Kill with malice. I still don't want to kill anybody. I mean, I've killed before. And he could just come after me again, but... And he's super malicious. I just don't want to be that person. Like, if I don't have to, I don't want to. Oh. I mean, as you can see, I didn't do it last time either. Yeah, I'm gonna follow my gut. I'm not gonna kill him. The girl took the vampire by the hands and dragged him into the room where she left the shade vampire. Everything was the same there. The chained one woke up and looked at Mia with fear. Mia pulled the tall vampire to the window. You'll hang here tomorrow. I forget what the line said. Uncomfortable, but at least you won't get bored. She opened the lock on the chain, securing them both to the bars. You need a gag too. The girl made use of the garbage again. Wincing in disgust, Mia wiped her hands on the clothes of her chained enemy. She took several deep breaths to calm down. She felt better than she had after the fight on the way from the wolves' place to the city. I'm getting used to it. Who could possibly have an interest in me? And why? After a minute's rest, Mia moved on. Okay. 2 down. Hopefully. Exiting the dirty basement, she found herself in a spacious area. An abandoned workshop or hangar? Where to now? The girl was moving around the space, huge and open at the center, when she felt someone's presence. Someone was hiding behind the storage racks. She rushed there, finding a man. Hello? Who are you? Nobody, just a beggar. Looking for old tools to sell. Did you see anyone else? No? Why are you looking at me like that? Don't be afraid, I don't care what you do here. Mia looked around. She could sense that the homeless man wasn't lying, but I don't like All this. I don't like all this. Where's the third vampire? Although it's better to drink. Drugs are rock bottom. What are you talking about? He looked at the girl. You trying to tell me you aren't a drug addict? Whether the conversation with the man distracted Mia or the vampire was moving very quietly, one way or another he took her by surprise. Take that. The blow threw the girl to the side and she blacked out for a moment. When she opened her eyes, the vampire was holding the homeless man by the collar. You're a useless witness to me. And another dead hobo for the police. He dug his face into the man's throat. Mia's head was swimming and she could barely stand up. Find a weapon. The girl looked around. A large wrench was lying on the floor covered with debris. Swoosh, crack. The piece of iron hit the vampire in the back of the head. He let go of the beggar, holding his head. Oh God, God. The beggar, twisted with horror, began to crawl quickly into a corner. I'll plaster you both all over these walls. Your friends would doubt that greatly, if they could. What? They're somewhat worn out. The vampire attacked. Mia somehow dodged the first blows. Then he delivered a punch. The girl could not breathe. She bent over, her chest burning with pain. She thought her ribs might be broken. You know, they told me to take you alive. But you and your werewolf friend pissed me off during that idiot Bart's concert. So I'll kill you. Then I'll get to him. Mia realized that this vampire was too dangerous. She couldn't hope to take him. She had only one chance. There was a deep gaping pit right behind the vampire. Order him in. The girl straightened up with difficulty, gathering all her will. He was already walking towards her. Back! I said back off! 3 steps back. The vampire seemed to be aware of what was happening, but backed away and... Oh, shit. He fell in, it must be. A thud and a crunching sound came from below, as if someone had driven nails into Mia's temples. Oh, ow. Squeezing her head with her hands, she fell, curled up. Everything around her was covered with a bloody veil. Ow, damn. The girl lost track of time. She lay helplessly like a fish on the shore. Finally, she regenerated and Mia felt better. No tears, no fear, no anger. I'm wildly tired and thirsty. Her pent-up nerves felt like they were about to burst. I don't think I can take this any longer. I have to get up. Mia looked into the pit, frowned, and turned away. It was a mine shaft about 10 meters deep, no less. Rusty equipment and supports jutted out below. The vampire was impaled on them. You chose your own path. Mia went looking for the homeless man. Oddly enough, he did not run away. He sat on the floor, pale and frightened, huddled in the far corner of the factory. Don't touch me. I won't. Mia crouched next to him. Do you have any water? No. Pity. There was silence. Well, was he a vampire or something? The girl looked at the beggar. Should I threaten him? I don't know. Jeez. He's a loose end. I guess I'll just ask. Yes, a vampire, but don't tell anyone, okay? First, if they find out, they'll kill you. Second, no one will believe you anyway. Who would? And lastly, talking about it could cause problems for me. It's a long story. I didn't see a thing. And you? Who are you? An ordinary girl who was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Mia remembered the vampire's words. He was ordered to take me. I must go. Whoever he was working for could show up at any time. Where are we? How do I get back to civilization? This is an abandoned factory, out on the outskirts of the industrial zone. You go out there. The beggar pointed the direction. And keep straight ahead. There's a road. Thank you. You better disappear too. I can go now? Yes, and hurry up. She didn't have to repeat herself. He practically ran out of the factory. The girl looked around. Her purse and phone were nowhere to be found. It's no good. I can't search the whole place. I probably shouldn't worry about leaving tracks. The master of this vampire will make an appearance sooner or later. He can take care of everything. Yeah, he already knows who you are, so. But he could use pictures on the phone. But, I mean, this is like her third phone, isn't it? So does she even have any pictures on it? Who knows? Mia heard the rumble of the highway nearby. Did I make it out? Suddenly, Mia saw a man walking away at a brisk pace. Something about him was alarming. Her intuition told her that he'd come from the factory. This guy is leaving this exact place? Another vampire? Was he the one who ordered my abduction? The girl rushed after him. Stop! After a moment, the man turned around. She recognized him. Walter? The formal journalist for Supernatural Daily stopped, confused. The girl jumped at him, pressing against the wall. Hi, Walter. How do you know me? She shook the journalist. I'm asking the questions here. You answer. Something was off about his eyes and movements. You've converted? When? 12 days ago. The vampires in the factory. Who did they work for? Who told them to kidnap me? What do you have to do with this? I won't do anything to you if you tell me. But I really need this information. I'll let you go. Well, I know you're a nice guy. Do we have a deal? Yes. I'm listening. I'm just a servant. I do small assignments. Honestly, I know almost nothing. And yet, Thomas, he was the one you dropped into the mine. We served him, I and those two that you... Got it. More? Thomas is like a mercenary. He talked like a little about their hierarchy. I have no idea who told him to bring me here. What were they going to do with me? Walter shook his head, shrugged his shoulders. Suppose I believe you. Why did you run away? Thomas told me yesterday to wait here. They brought you in at night. I couldn't have helped you if I wanted to. There were 3 of them, and they were stronger. Okay. What happened next? Nothing. Morning came. Then there was all the noise. I went to see what was happening. Saw the corpses, well, and... What corpses? I didn't kill anybody except the one guy. Well, and... It's all too much. I was scared. Fighting and murder? I can't take it. Please, let me go. I had no choice. Mia chuckled. Yeah, right. You had a choice. The vampire jolted as if from an electric shock. What do you know about this? What was I supposed to do? What should I do now? If I hadn't obeyed Thomas, he would have killed me. Well, yes, therefore, you killed someone yourself. What? How do you know that? The girl was exhausted. She didn't want to explain anything now. It doesn't matter. Listen, since you know everything about me, tell me, what would you do in my place? Live forever or die? I can survive on the blood of animals. I won't kill anyone else. This was all Thomas, but now he's gone and I can be free. Let me go. Well, if you want, I'll go somewhere else. Do you have money? On me? No. Walter's emotions were vivid and clear. Hope, confusion, and above all, fear. The former journalist was almost trembling. I won't get anything more out of him. He doesn't know anything. And I'm barely able to stand. What are you so afraid of? You. You dealt with 3 vampires. Forget about the other 2, but Thomas. He was strong. Who are you? You're not a vampire, right? Walter, you only need to know one thing. If you tell someone about me, you're a corpse. I won't tell anyone, I swear. She let go of the new convert. So you don't know any other vampires? No? Stay at home. No need to go anywhere. Walter quickly disappeared amid the factory buildings, and Mia went towards the road. The girl tried to fly down a car, but everyone drove past. I wouldn't stop for me either looking like this. Dirty, disheveled. That beggar took me for a junkie. I hope he will be silent about what happened. Finally, an old dusty sedan stopped nearby. Headed to the city? Yes. Have any money? Um, um, technically no, but I could get some if you take me to where I'm going. Um, no. Gotcha. I don't do charity work. The driver was about to leave. Wait, what do you want? Give me a ride. I'll pay you. Honestly. I'm begging. Where are you going? Um, take me to Max? Okay, sit down. Thank you. In the car, Amelia immediately fell asleep. I don't know about falling asleep in a stranger's car, but at least he got me to Max. Mia knocked loudly on the door. The werewolf opened quickly. The outrage on his face gave way to surprise. Max, you have to pay. The driver is waiting downstairs. The girl went into the apartment, his intense gaze following her. Mia, what happened? Tenacious gray eyes owned in on every detail. Her bloody clothes, dirty hands, tousled hair. Max, the driver, I hardly convinced him to take me here. The werewolf took his wallet from a shelf and left without saying a word. Julie's asked him. I'm safe. The girl rubbed her hand. She smelled something unpleasant. It was revolting. Mia sat down on the floor, frantically trying to scrape away the smell, mindlessly scratching at the spot with her nails. Her strained nerves suddenly made themselves felt. It's filthy. Ugh. How disgusting. I need to get it off. To hell with the pain. Someone suddenly pulled her to her feet in one strong but smooth motion. Hey. Max took her palms in his. His eyes were a tumultuous sea of alarm. What's up with you? No need to rub so hard. Let's go to the bathroom. Okay? The werewolf's voice distracted the girl. She nodded reluctantly. Mia, I won't watch, I promise. I won't even pass by, but don't close the door to the shower. I want to be able to hear you. Know that you aren't drowning in there, losing consciousness. And I can handle an ordinary wound, but maybe we should see a specialist or call one and do a home visit? No, nobody touched me. Not like that. My regeneration handled the rest. Oh, wow. I love his bathroom. Jesus. So rustic. I love it. Mia heard the wolf pacing in circles, waiting for explanations. Patience wasn't his strong suit. He alternated between slapping his fist against his palm, playing with the keys to his car, and making noise with some unknown objects. The shower had a soothing effect. Tight streams of water hit her skin, lingering in her hair. Inhaling steam, the girl decided she could begin the story. Well, are you there? Why are you silent? Everything is fine now. Everything is fine. Vampires kidnapped me. It happened at the dorm, right after you brought me back. Squatting and running her finger over the wet wall, Mia recounted the incident. The words flowed with indifference, just poured out of her mouth like water droplets. Max occasionally asked questions. At the end of the story, there was silence. Only the hot rain persistently pattered, trying in vain to cleanse the girl's soul. Fear, pain, humiliation, despair. Mia, how are you? Any better? Yes, I guess. Then I'm going to that factory. Maybe I still have time to intercept whoever ordered the abduction. I beg you, don't do that. Why? Because they're vampires, and you are a werewolf who has a family. Don't set yourself up like that. I think it would be better if Van Art helped sort it out. I have big questions for your half-dead friend and his buddies. They aren't his friends, just other vampires. The girl didn't need to see him to know he was very, very angry. She heard it in his voice and the sound of his anxious steps. I need to stop him somehow. We could do some real damage in the heat of the moment. Think. I should keep him busy somehow. I need someone to be here for me now. Please, Max? Don't leave. The werewolf sighed heavily, putting the car keys back on the shelf. His voice was soft. Of course, I will stay with you. Oh, so sweet. I love him, I swear. The girl sighed with relief. It's warm and cozy here, but I have to get out of the bathroom. Only now I have nothing to change into. The thought of getting back into her dirty clothes made the girl shudder. Is there a store nearby? Yes. Do they sell clothes? I'll go get something for you to change into. Thank you. Alone, Mia closed her eyes, looked up. Millions of hot droplets. If there was some salty ones among them, no one would know. The werewolf returned quickly. The front door slammed, and Max's hand slipped into the bathroom. Take a look. Mia took the pile of clothes. We have this little number. That's pretty cute. And we have this summer dress. Then we have this boho dress. You know, I don't remember this. Was this always in the mix? Denim dress. I don't like it. I might go with this number. I went with this one last time. I don't really like it that much. I mostly got it because I don't remember why I got it. Or did I like it? I don't know. I don't like it now. I'm gonna put this on. While the girl was changing clothes, she started to tremble nervously again. There were no tears. Her fingers would convulsively clench or straighten. How strange. I was calmer there. Nothing strange. You're having a delayed response. When you're threatened, your body pulls out all the stops and suppresses everything that might inhibit you. You don't freeze up, which is great, but when everything is over, your nerves catch up with you. If you weren't in the city, you could scream, let it all out. It helps. The voice of the werewolf, and more importantly, the presence of a trusted companion, had a calming effect. However, the trembling did not go away. It seemed to grow stronger. How do you know all this? Well, I have a degree in education. It's basic psychology. Also, that's how it is for me. Get under the blanket for now. Get more comfortable. The werewolf went to the closet, took out a bottle of dark amber liquid. Pouring into a wide glass, he gave it to Mia. Drink. What is this? Drink, I said. It's brandy. You need it now. Okay. The girl took a sip. Her throat burned badly. After catching her breath, she felt a hint of bitter chocolate in her mouth and pleasant warmth spreading through her chest. Wow, it's strong. I won't drink it all. You have no choice. Drink up. Oh my god. Peer pressure. Nah, that's funny. The werewolf glanced at the glass. The girl obediently took the next sip. Well, is it easier now? It seems so, yeah. Come on then. Mia realized that the alcohol really helped her relax. She first felt cozy, then tired. That's how I am. If I drink a glass of wine, I'm just like knocked out. I'm a lightweight. Max, will it ever end? What exactly? If you're talking about the brandy, there's still a quarter of the bottle left. No, not that. Can you be serious? With the right amount of booze, I'm seriousness itself. Stop. The girl missed the irony. My quiet old life seems like a distant dream. A dream of a normal, simple world without vampires and werewolves. A world in which I at least knew who I was. You know, this isn't for me. I'm tired of having to survive like this. I get kicked, you know, right in the ribs. The words just kept coming, long strings of words. It was probably the brandy talking. Or maybe it was just that she had reached her limit and couldn't stay silent any longer. The werewolf listened calmly, not interrupting, apparently realizing that Mia just needed to vent. When the flow of words dried up, she felt empty inside, like her soul was ripping apart. Poor thing. I can't even imagine being in a situation that must be crazy. In one fell swoop, the girl finished her brandy, brought her knees to her chest, and buried her face in them. Max took Mia into his arms, hugging her tightly. He stroked her shoulders supportively. Everything will be fine. We will find your attackers, break their legs, and let them crawl. Has your world changed? Everyone you love is alive. That's what matters. Believe me, I know what I'm saying. The rest is fixable. Mia felt the warmth of his body and caught a faint scent of the forest. The wolf's arms were lithe but strong. Here, she felt calmness and reliability, protection from everything around. There was no hint of flirting, just a friendly shoulder. She completely relaxed and almost fell asleep. Max's voice woke her up. Hey, Hera, time to get up. Get undressed. What's that look? Sleeping in your clothes is no good. Tomorrow you'll have wrinkles all over. If you want, I'll give you one of my t-shirts. A clean one. Sleep in it. What are you gonna do? I'll sit at the computer for a bit and then go to bed too. Where? What do you mean where? In the bedroom. If you ask very nicely, I can turn into a wolf and sleep in a chair next to you. There's a fairy tale where the gray wolf protects the princess while she sleeps. I won't ask you for such sacrifices. The werewolf brought a t-shirt. Thank you. Let's talk to him some more. It's just that I don't feel sleepy anymore. Did the t-shirt breathe some life into you? I just don't feel like I'll fall asleep. So, what do you want to do? Sit with me. I don't want to be alone now. No problem. Maybe you want a little snack? No, pour me something to drink. Trying to get drunk? Well, I don't get drunk. The girl drank her brandy slowly, but was soon noticeably drunk. She realized it when she caught herself telling the story of her classmate's bad haircut for the second time. Stopping mid-sentence, Mia finished her third glass. Max looked at her inquisitively. What are you doing? So manly, strong. He's sitting here fussing over me while I'm drunk. He's a truly loyal friend. Or is he more than a friend? She's out of it. She's so wrecked. The girl looked at the wolf. He's like Goliath from the Old Testament. Interesting, is it his inner strength and power that makes him so confident and careful with his movements? But no, Goliath was unsophisticated. You can't say the same about Max. His eyes are almost mocking and so alive. The girl ran her fingertips over the werewolf's eyelids. His lips, his sly smile. She touched Max's lips. The wolf gently caught her fingers with his lips. The kiss moved to her palm and froze on her wrist. The girl felt as if the flame of a candle touched her. Hot, very hot. Max ran his hand up Mia's back. She literally arched with pleasure. A wave of heat swept down her spine, stopping at her lower abdomen. A light kiss. She felt the heat of a hot desert, the heat of a fever causing delirium. Mia fell, spinning dizzily. Well, wait a bit, little one. The werewolf pulled back a little. Max's very unusual voice was quiet, soft, deep. If you keep playing like that, I won't be able to stop. So? Mia, 3 glasses of brandy are a bit too much for sound decisions. If you meant less to me, I would take advantage of you, but that won't do. Mia suddenly became embarrassed. Max, touching the very edge of her ear with his lips, whispered, "You're blowing my mind, and I can't help myself." The girl froze, feeling his hot breath on her neck. She closed her eyes, surrendering to bliss. The werewolf continued to whisper something pleasant and meaningless, but Mia no longer heard the words. She slowly and gently fell into a dream. So sweet. Oh my god. Oh, and we're back here now. Silence reigned over the abandoned factory. Only drafts made something creak. Suddenly, a car pulled up outside. A few minutes later, a figure appeared silently. Him again. What the hell happened here? Hey, Thomas. Someone groaned in the pit. The vampire looked down. He's still alive. Thomas? At the bottom, Mia's kidnapper arrived. Edgar. Edgar, help. His name is Edgar. Edgar. He was impaled on a dozen rusty rods and couldn't get out by himself. Bent pieces of metal firmly held his body like fish hooks. Help you? How? Get me out of here. Blood gushed from his throat along with a cry, coloring his beard. It's painful. Why are you just standing there? Edgar. The one called Edgar grimaced with disgust. Where is she? I don't know. How could she defeat you? The girl turned out to be a vampire. Thomas coughed up blood again. Sorry, Edgar. Please, pull me out. I'll find her. But pull me out. Edgar rubbed his chin thoughtfully. I would have known if a strong vampire appeared in the city. What does she look like? Climb down here and see. My phone is in my pocket. I took a picture of her. Easily jumping down without the fear of hitting the rods, Edgar searched Thomas. Hey, are you going to help me? What? Oh no, I do not think so. With an incredible leap, he jumped back up, landing on the edge of the pit. I'll be right back. The factory fell silent again. Bastard. Edgar soon returned, placing a canister next to the pit, and vanished once more. The next time he appeared, he was dragging the tall and the shaved vampires. Did you miss them? I brought your friends. Edgar pushed the lifeless bodies into the mine right onto Thomas. Okay, he must have killed them because I definitely did not. Right onto him. Oh, ooh, he pushed him deeper on it. Oh, what are you doing? Having opened the canister, the vampire poured the contents into the pit. It smelled like gasoline. You screwed up, Thomas. Goodbye. A burning match flew into the pit. Ignoring Thomas's cries, Edgar browsed the phone. Who are you, huh? What do you look like? The anger on the vampire's face was replaced by surprise. He saw Mia's picture. Wait, he didn't know what I looked like? Then how did he send somebody after me? Oh, okay. I know. It was because Edgar said that he heard someone asking questions like that around the party. No, not Edgar, Thomas. Thomas told Edgar that, and Edgar told the prince that, and the prince was like, find that person. So Edgar was like, Thomas, hey, bring that person to me that you told me about. Bring that person to me and bring them alive. That's why. He didn't know what I looked like yet. Interesting. I don't understand. I was the one who bit her. That's for sure. She stood up for the pup. The vampire angrily kicked the canister. Fuck. How could she survive? What's more, she was looking for information about herself at the concert. He put the phone into his pocket. We need to get rid of her before the prince finds out. Edgar clenched his fist. How does she get the strength to handle 3 vampires? She'll have to die by daylight. By the light of the sun, we are all the same. I'm not the same. It's time to find a good killer. Shit. Now they're hiring assassins and shit to come after me. What the hell? Oh my god, it's getting crazy. But I love it. I swear, like, once I got to season 2, I knew I was, like, really into this story. It's great. It's great. It's super intense. It gets confusing. Not as confusing as Cells in the Fog, though, for sure. But, yeah, it's pretty cool. Finally having her be able to fight for herself and, like, yeah, really stand up for herself. I like that. I like the kind of, like, powerhouse heroine type of deal. That's pretty cool. Like, I don't have to wait all the time for people to come and help me. Sometimes, you know, you gotta be able to stand up for yourself and also be able to protect the ones that you care about, you know? Anyway, so we're getting really closer, a lot closer with Max, which is really, really great as well. He's just so sweet. I just love him so much. He's hilarious. I don't know. But yeah, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Go ahead and show the video some love if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye!